Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a Catless Downpipe install on a GLI. Just getting some final touch-ups and things done before we head up to New Jersey to H2O. One of the car shows that I have always loved. I've always tried to make it to H2O. This year we're going with the 2019 GLI 35th Anniversary Edition. We've already lowered it, put roof racks on it, fully wind fairing. I just ceramic coated the car last night, and this morning we're going to be installing the Catless Downpipe. Hopefully it's a painless and easy process. Seems like it is. So I guess let's get started. Alright, so we're going to be taking this. Hopefully you guys got enough light here. We're going to be taking this out and replacing it with a Catless Downpipe. It's pretty much the same motor as the GTI. Everything's set up same as the GTI, Golf R, and MQB platform. So instead of going with CTS, APR, all that stuff, I chose to go with a Megan Catless Downpipe. I don't know how it's going to come out or how it's going to sound or what it looks like. Well, I know what it looks like, but fitment issues and all that, not sure. It was cheap. We're on a budget. So let's find out what this does. Alright, so here's the Megan racing pipe, or the Catless Downpipe. So hopefully it goes on fairly easily. The welds look pretty good, and this was about $180 from Redline Performance. So $188. I mean, the welds look okay. So we'll see how long it lasts. It may not last very long, but we'll try it out. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't last, then we'll go with a more name brand. Oh, and where did I put? Here. And in this, because I do not have a tune on the car yet, and I'm not sure that I'm going to put one just yet, because we still have the cabrio to finish working on. I have the O2 sensor elbow, which is going to go right in here. The O2 spacer, and that'll go right in there. So let's install it and see what happens. Alright, so I've pre-loosened these already. These are 13mm bolts. This has got to come out, and then I know we're upside down here. I apologize. This bracket has to come off, and then once we remove this cross member, we should be able to get to these bolts here to get them off. And then the first step that I missed, and I did it off camera, it's a pain in the ass to get to on a GLI because the way they put the clamp, is I popped this bolt, or this clamp off the downpipe, the stock downpipe. And then there's some bolts down in there that mount the cap to the block of the car that have to come off. This was a T30 Torx, and the bolts underneath are 13mm bolts.
thought maybe I could sneak this out of here without taking this bracket off, but this bracket definitely has to come off. This is the heat shield bracket for the drive axle. It's going to be a pain in the neck to get to it, but it does have to come out because the way the downpipe is, I believe it's all connected together and I can't get any of those separated. So all that's got to come out. Other than that, all the other bolts have been loosened and pretty much everything's just ready to be taken completely out and taken out. Already unplugged the oxygen sensor, got that hanging ready to go. So let's continue on. As you can see, the downpipe is loose. Now it's just a matter of getting that bracket out from underneath there and pulling this thing out of the car and getting a new one fitted up. By the way, it is heavy, and courtesy of Harbor Freight, get yourself a pair of ratcheting wrenches, because without it, your job is going to be a nightmare. God, I love new cars. Alright, is the camera recording?
Yep.
Alright, so, took a little while, took about 45 minutes. And I'm probably missing some bolts to the car somewhere. Oh no, they're not there. Alright, but anyways, the stock downpipe is out. It was a pain in the ass. An absolute pain in the ass to get it out. I don't know if you can see down inside there a little bit. The tunnel and the way to get it out is a lot tighter than the GTI. You use the same methods as you do with the GTI to get the downpipe out, but it's a lot of a tighter area to get the downpipe out itself. So now we're just going to take the O2 sensor out. And then that's it. 2 catalytic converters on this thing, going from 2 to none. So I'm just hoping this fits, because I do not want to put this back in. Taking it out was a pain in the ass, and I'm almost willing to bet that putting it back is going to be more of a pain in the ass. So we'll see if this fits. And then I'll come back to you. I know I didn't film the entire process coming out. I didn't want to make the video too long like I did with the suspension lowering kit. But again, this is the same process as the GTI, only it's tighter quarters underneath there, way tighter quarters. So there's going to be lots of swearing, lots of banged up knuckles, but it will come out. Like I said, the method to twist it out goes the same exact way as the GTI. So It does weigh a little bit. It is a little heavy. So I'm just gonna mock up these, and then I'll come back to you when we start installing it. Oh, the flex pipe isn't flexed enough, but yeah, it looks like it'll mock up. It looks like it'll fit. It actually looks a little bit longer. No, about the same size. All right, well, I'm gonna start putting this back in, and then what do you call it? We'll come back to you. All right. So I've taken the bracket off because obviously the bracket's got to be reused. Now on a GTI, it isn't like this, but on the GLI, this is riveted with the rivets that I just drilled out into the back of these. So this will sit like this, and these sit in here, making you think that you need a new bracket. You do not. Drill these rivets out, and then take a small pry bar, and these pop right off. And then as you can see, it comes right off. So this is the setup of a GTI. This is something I've never seen before with these little stopper things or whatever, but they're drilled off, they ain't going back on, and that's the end of them. So I don't know where these came from. They feel cheap and light and aluminum, but like I said, drill the rivets out, and what do you call it? They'll snap right off. All right, we've somewhat got it in. We did the pipe that I got, the brackets. I don't know if the brackets were bent the wrong way from the package or what, but they did dig into the heat shield underneath there. I don't think it's going to be a big deal, being it a Catless downpipe. At least I'm hoping not. My wife is underneath right now putting the rubber mount.
Okay, I'm good.
Back attached, and then we're gonna reattach the what do you call it? The downpipe. If I can get a good shot for you guys. I'm hoping y'all can see that. Alright, we got everything buttoned up, everything put back together. Now we're gonna cold start the car and see what it sounds like, see if it sounds any different. We have before and after clips, so we'll have to put that in the video and show you guys and see if there's any noticeable difference.
Okay, here's the before. And here's now. 80s. We hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.